split again. You could literally see two heads of the fire, Judge, probably about 4 or 5 miles apart, and both of them were going up a ridge threatening homes, and they were separate, again, by 3 or 4 miles in between them. So you could see these two massive plumes of smoke. Also, one positive thing that we just heard this morning, the CHP, California Highway Patrol, which is also our state police, their helicopter was flying in the area because there's been reports of looting. They did capture one guy tonight looting. As they were flying, I believe this happened yesterday. They're trying to confirm what day it was, if it was yesterday or the day before. As they were flying, the helicopter spotted a man on a Harley-Davidson motorcycle lighting a hillside on fire.
Oh, my gosh.
It gets better. They called down. There was a unit not far away, and they got him.
Wow.
So we don't know if this is the guy that started this fire. We do know he started a fire here, and the CHP helicopter spotted him, and they got him. We're trying to get more information on it.
Right.
I don't even believe that's been out in the news yet, but that was fantastic news when we heard that.
That's incredible, Adam.
Sure. And, Adam, as we look at some of these heartbreaking pictures of people's entire lives going up in flame with their homes destroyed and pictures inside and family memories and everything, the kids' toys and all that stuff, we know that at least one of the fires was started when a high-tension wire touched some dry brush, and that started one. But a number of these others, this goes back to your earlier point where they saw this guy starting the fire. A couple of other fires apparently were started by arsonists. Has there been any? I've heard some people talk about this a little bit, just to me. But have you heard anybody suggest this could be some form of terrorism?
We actually, it's funny you mentioned that, Steve. We have on FoxNews.com to give us a selfless plug. On FoxNews.com, we have all of our coverage, of course, not only the stuff that you show on Fox and Friends that goes online, but also, our blog.
Sure.
And I have a blog I've been writing about the fires, and I've literally had hundreds of comments from people suggesting that exact same thing from viewers. And, that's something that's being looked into. I mean, the arson investigators go in first, and of course, the investigation proceeds from there. The number one priority is structure protection. But some of these fires, I know one in Orange County, there was one individual, they believe, that set the fire in 4 separart places.
So, Adam, you're telling me that people are coming up to you all the time over in California saying, there's a possibility this could be terrorism? And the bloggers as well?
Yeah, these are just people that are like you and I. I mean, they're not.
No, I understand.
Not officials. They're not. Right. Yeah, but that is definitely a topic.
Right, that's a fear, people. Adam. But is there any evidence of it? And do we know anything about these 2 guys that they caught?
No. Well, the only guy I only know of one that they caught. I don't know about the other fires guys. The guy they caught here again was riding a motorcycle, and the CHP helicopter, California Highway Patrol, spotted him from the air, called it in, and they got him. That doesn't happen. I mean. The two police officers we saw early this morning, about a half an hour ago, as we were parking our satellite truck, they were, obviously pleased about that, but at the same time, they're responsible for this area. This is their normal coverage area, and you could tell they were a little down. I mean, you've got a lot of homes that have burned around here. Yeah. We have some video we'll show you throughout the morning of a helicopter that was dipping water out of a swimming pool at a Jewish summer camp that was right up here on the hill, and the helicopters would go right over the top of the ridge and try to dump water on this massive fire that was going towards these 2 homes. And I haven't had a chance to get up there yet this morning because it's so dark, and I just don't think those homes made it.
All right. You're looking live at pictures from Santiago, California, where the wildfires continue. Wow. And we were talking earlier in today's telecast with Adam Housley, and apparently police officers in a hovering helicopter saw a guy starting one of these fires. And Allison Camerata, an FBI memo from late in June of this year is popping up this morning, and it's ominous.
Well, this actually has happened for many years in the past as well. An FBI memo sent out to local law enforcement said that an Al-Qaida detainee had given them some information that the next wave of terrorism could be in the form of setting wildfires. Right. Adam Housley raised the specter of it. He said lots of people on his blog were asking him about it. Obviously, this is something the FBI has looked into, and they will continue to investigate.
Yeah, well, the amazing thing is that if they have this person in custody, it probably won't take long to be able to develop a link if there is one.
Yeah, it was a June 25th memo from the FBI's Denver offices. It was reported 5 days ago by the Arizona Republic. That was in the newspaper. They carried this story, and they continue to expand on it.
Brian, the plot, they say, according to this detainee, and they don't know if the detainee is telling the truth or if he's just lying. The plot was to set 3 or 4 wildfires, but they don't mention California. They mention Colorado, Montana, Utah, and Wyoming. And yet we do know for a fact that a number of the fires out in Southern California are of a suspicious nature, and they are investigating arson.